Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to Therapy with Miss T, where I'm Miss T, and I'm here to do a check-in, right? An update on you with you guys, all right? So the Most High came through, and yeah, guys, as always, this is Therapy with Miss T, where we keep it real, raw, and uncut. I'm not a therapist. I'm intuitive, and I pick up on energy and messages from the Most High. If you've helped one, you've helped some. So I hope that my message helps someone. But yeah, guys. So how are you doing? Yeah. So the Most High came through, as always, in my DMX voice, right? But the Most High came through and said, it's the buildup, okay? It's the buildup. It's the stuff that is being built up around this time. It's the buildup. Not only is it the stuff, but it's what you've built up. Thank you, sir. It's the buildup. What have you built up around this time, right? And I'm being drawn to karma. Thank you, Spirit, right? Karma, karmic debt, karma. We all have karmic debt. We all have karma that we've had built up. We've all done things, and we may have dealt with something called karma, right? Your debts of karma are being cleared around this time. You are clearing yourself free of your karmic debts, right? And sometimes with those karmic debts, it's the buildup. It's the buildup. It's the thing that is being built up in place. Have you dealt with good karma or have you dealt with bad karma? That is the energy around this time. Your karmic debts are being paid. And the Most High is saying that it's the buildup, right? It's this thing that's been being built. It's this thing that's been being created. It's this thing that you've been building up. It's the buildup around this time. Some of us build with love. Some of us build with hate. Some of us build with good intentions. Some of us build with not good intentions. But there's something that you've built up around this time. Whether this be of righteous intent or not righteous intent, you've built it up. It's the buildup. It's the steps that you have taken to build something around this time. The buildup. You built something up. Or something has been built up, or it is building up around this time. Right? Think of the enemy. Think of how things build up, right? First it'll be something little the enemy will throw in your way, right? Then it'll be something a little bit more little, but a little bit less little than the last little, right? So that means that the enemy is building up, right? The enemy will throw all types of things your way. All little tactics, all little snares, all little things, just saying certain things, trying to put certain things in your mind, trying to make you feel some sort of way, right? The enemy. Kill, steal, and destroy, even your mind. And there's something around this time, guys, where someone has been trying to destroy your mind. Your perception. Thank you, Spirit. Your perception. Someone has been trying to make you blind, in a sense, to what is really, truly going on. Your perception. What is your perception around this time? What is it that you truly feel or believe? That is your perception. And there's something around this time, guys, where the Most High was placing on me to say to you that it's the buildup. And it's what you've built up around this time, right? Whether good or bad, it's the buildup. It's that thing that's being built more and more and more until you what? You blow up. You'll ticking time bomb until you just go off, right? That's how the enemy will do it. The enemy will throw little things and keep throwing little things and keep throwing more things on top of the little things, right? And keep going. Why? Because that's the buildup. That's the tactics of the enemy. The enemy wants you to feel pressure. The enemy wants you to be scared. The enemy wants you to believe that the Most High don't got your front, your back, and your side. It's the buildup, right? It's the buildup. But where is your faith? Where's your faith? Do you have faith? Do you truly believe? And when you say you believe, like, what kind of belief, faith do you have? Because it says, he is not a man that he shall lie, and his promise don't come back void. So if the Most High promised you something, it's yours. It is yours to have. There's something you were promised. There's something that has been placed on your heart. There's something that you prayed for. There's someone that you prayed for. There's something about the promise. The promise. It's the buildup. It's the buildup to the promise. It's the buildup to the thing. It's the buildup, right? Because even the promise has to be built up. You can't just get this thing just because you think you should get this thing. No, you got to work to earn this thing, right? You got to earn it. It's the buildup. And there's something around this time, guys, where the Most High is saying that you have been built up, or you have built something up, whether good or bad. You have built something, right? Something has been built. Now, either whether it was built on good standing or not so good standing, good grounding or not so good grounding, the choice is always yours. We have free will. But it's the buildup. And there's something that's been being built up around this time. I don't know why I'm being drawn to a case. Like, I'm being drawn to a case file. So this could be something about a file or a case, or someone's been trying to build up something. I don't know if this is information or something, or someone's been trying to build up something on someone's file or someone's case, or someone's been trying to build something. Build something. I don't know why I feel like someone's been working against you, or someone's been trying to go against you. Someone's been trying to build something up against you, like a case against you. Like someone was really building up a case. Someone was going against you. Someone was going against you. I'm hearing judge a book by its cover. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. So someone judged a book by its cover, or someone tried to judge a book, right? So maybe you are the book, right? Maybe you're the book. Maybe you are the book. And someone tried to judge you, or someone tried to think things of you prior to getting to know who you actually might be. Prior to getting to know who you are, someone judged you, right? Never judge a book by its cover. And instead of getting to see who you are on the inside, right? How you truly are as a person, they judged you on your appearance. They judged you on your look. They judged you off of how you spoke. They judged you off of how you thought. They judged you off of what you believed in, right? They judged you. They judged you. It's the buildup. It's the buildup. Because even the judgment, right? Even the rejection, even the being ridiculed, even the being spoken about, even all of that, the hate, right? The hate. Because it come with hate, right? When you go towards your purpose or your calling in life, you're going to have hate. You're going to have hate that you never knew you was going to have hate. Or you're going to have some hate. And this is hate from the very people that you would never think could ever hate you to begin with. Right? That kind of hate. That kind of hate. You know that hate where you would be like, dang, you hate me? You of all people? Why would you not like me? Right? How could you not like me? Why would you hate me? There are people that have hated you, guys. There are people that have truly hated you. And maybe it's because you were different, right? Maybe you weren't the same. That too is the buildup. Because being different builds you up. Being different builds you up to be like, really, really strong. Because you different. You're not like everyone else, right? You like, nah, I'm not the same. We're not the same. Not in a bad way, but in the way that it is. You're not the same. You're different, right? And some people have to realize when there's just differences. It's nothing wrong with being different. Different is needed. Different is good. Different is different. But it's just saying that there's some difference you just no longer involve yourself in. Because you're different. And certain things just aren't the same. And it's okay to be different. But yet there is something involving the buildup. The buildup. The buildup to whatever it is that you are supposed to be. Whatever it is you're supposed to do. This is part of your buildup. And in your buildup energy, you're going to lose friends in your buildup. You're going to lose family members in your buildup. You're going to not feel the connection being as strong as maybe it once used to be in your buildup. And this is the reality of what it's like when you're being built up, right? When you're being created, when you're being formed, when you're being made. When you're bringing something together brick by brick by brick, right? When you're truly creating something from the ground up, when you're really trying to manifest something into reality and it's your dream, it's this thing that you believe in, it's this thing that you're like, dang, you know, you don't see how this could change the way, this could be something different, right? This could be something good, right? No, they don't want to see the good, right? No, they want to see the bad, right? They want to see the mistakes. They want to see the stuff that's not right. They don't want to see the good. It's the buildup. That too is part of the buildup. See, there's something around this time, guys, where maybe you are just going to start realizing that there are certain things that are going to happen in your life, certain obstacles you're going to come into, certain people that won't like you anymore because you have changed, certain people that won't like you because you chose to evolve, certain people that won't like you because you chose to give yourself to the Most High, because you chose to change, because you got to a point in your life where you was like, look, you know what, this has been my life, but this don't have to be my life for the rest of my life, right? There has to be something better for me. There has to be more for me in my life. And certain people won't like that you've made that choice to decide that you want more for your life. Because there are some people afraid to have more for their life, right? Some people are scared to truly walk by faith. They talk about walking by faith, but are they really walking by faith and not by sight? Some people are scared of the unknown. Some people are scared to fail. Some people are afraid of failure. And it's not to talk about anyone, but it's the reality of the world that we live in. Some people are afraid. I get it. I understand and understand. Right? But you have to sometimes realize too that being afraid and being scared is tactics of the enemy. Why are you afraid to live your dreams? What is making you scared to follow and chase them? What is making you scared? That's your dream for a reason. It's your passion for a reason. It's who you love for a reason. It's your desire for a reason. The Most High is placing it on you. And you'll know if it's of the Most High because the enemy does things too now. The enemy has tactics. The enemy is always busy. But if you know it's of righteous intent and you have prayed on it and you feel it in your spirit, then it's of righteous intent, right? Give everything to the Most High. But for someone around this time, the Most High said it's the buildup. And you are being built up. And you have been built up, and you will always continue to build, right? Until you leave this place. You are being built up. And there's something around this time where you have to realize in being built up, you lose people along the way. You do, right? You do. And it's hard. It sucks. Doesn't feel good. Because some of the people you lose are some of the people you never thought you would never have in your life. Some of the people that you thought you would always be in your life for the rest of your life, right? That's part of evolution. That's part of evolving. That's part of change, right? Change. That one thing that be so hard to do sometimes, but it's always necessary, right? Change is good, guys, but we have to accept the good in the change. And that's the part that's so hard. The change. The change. But what the Most High said, Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans that I have for you, plans to prosper you and plans to give you life. So if you know that's the plans, then the change is to prosper you and the change is to give you life, right? Good life, rich life, real love. That's the plans of the Most High. So this is all part of the buildup. You've been being built up. Your pain is part of the buildup. Your tears are part of the buildup. Your cries are part of the buildup. Part of the buildup. Your anger is part of the buildup. Your mistakes are part of the buildup. Your worries are part of the buildup. It's all part of you being built up. The enemies are part of the buildup. The adversaries are part of the buildup. The opponents are part of the buildup. It helps you build up. It helps you get strong. It's all part of the buildup. Everything you are going through, it's what's building you up to who you are truly meant to be, to your story, to your life's purpose, to who you are, right? And in the process of being built up, sometimes you release the people that are just not part of who you are anymore, right? You're not that part anymore. You're not that version. You've changed. You've changed. And not everyone changes at the same time, guys, but we change eventually. We change, but we don't all change at the same speed. Some of us keep having to learn lessons before we change, while others have learned maybe the first time, the second time, the third time they don't learn their lesson. They're like, okay, cool, I got it. I get it now, right? I'm ready for change. And some people will continue and continue and continue until maybe they have no choice but to change. But change happens for all of us, though, guys. It's just that some of us choose to go through the process of change sooner than later, right? Sooner than later. But you change. And there's something around this time, guys, where the Most High was saying that this is the buildup. It's all part of the buildup. It's all part of the plan. And even the tactics of the enemy, right? Because the enemy will build you up as well. The 555 on the phone, change. Change. Major change. The enemy will build you up as well, right? The enemy will throw little things and they'll keep getting more, keep picking and keep picking and keep picking until it's like the enemy wants you to spaz out. The enemy wants you to be afraid. The enemy wants you to think you won't win. The enemy wants you to think you won't succeed. The enemy wants you to think you're going to be left. The enemy wants you to think you won't have a way. But there's always a way. There's always a way. If you have the Most High, right? There's a way out of no way with the Most High. So for someone around this time, guys, just know that the Most High said this is the buildup. You are being built up and you are being prepped and primed and ready to go now, okay? You have been built for this. You have been created for this. This is your purpose. This is your life's calling. This is your thing, right? This is your thing. And that's the thing about a calling. It keeps calling you. Even when you don't want to be the person being called. Even when you don't want to be the person to have to tell the truth. Even when you don't want to be the person to have to live your life in your truth. Even when you don't want to be the one to have to be different than everybody else, right? You don't have a choice. You gave that choice up when you gave yourself to the Most High. When you say, Father, use me, right? When you pray to the Most High, ask the Most High to help you, right? To heal you, right? To do something for you, right? Well, what are you doing for the Most High, right? And when you ask the Most High for these things and they start to happen, right? Because the Most High will heal you. Yes, the Most High will. That's your faith and it'll be tested. That's the buildup. That's the buildup. How much faith do you really have? You knew what happened with Job. Job lost his faith. Job lost his faith. He showed you that you could lose it. He started wondering, should he be dead? Job showed you that, yes, you can have faith, but it can be almost lost too. It says small as a mustard seed. That's kind of small because it's telling you that you could lose a whole lot of faith. You might start out as a whole bunch of seeds, and then by the time a lot of things have happened, you only got one seed left. So there's something around this time where you just have one seed left, right? But that one seed is all you need. He said as small as a mustard seed. That's all you need to grow. To plant that one seed, right? To have that one seed of faith. And there's something around this time where your faith is being tested, right? Because the Most High will never forsake you. So if you know the Most High will never leave you, then you know the Most High is with you right now. Always. Always. It's the buildup, guys. You have been built up for this. You are being built up for this. It's your buildup. Thus saith the Lord. Okay? So just know that the enemy will build up a lot of the little tactics all at one time because you are being built up to your next phase, your next level, the next part of your life now, your destiny. You are about to now follow your destiny. This is your life's purpose. This is your life's calling. This is your thing. And it's time. It's time. This is why you have been built up. This is why you have gone through so much. This is why it's been so heavy for you. This is why it's been so difficult. This is why it's been so strange. This is why it's been so worrisome. This is why it's been so agitating. This is why it's been so, right? It's been so. Oh, it's been so, right? It has. And this is why. Because you were being built up for this. Right? That's why it says built, not given, earned, not given, right? You were built up for this. You earned this. And you worked hard for this. Yeah. You worked hard for it. So that's what the Most High said. That around this time, it's called the build-up. And it's all being built up. Whether good or bad, it's being built up. And this is the build-up. And debts have to be paid. Karmic debts get paid. Whether we want them to or not. That's why it's do unto others as you want done unto yourself. And around this time, there are some karmic debts getting paid. And it was all part of the build-up. It's all part of God's plan. Right? It's all part of the plan. Even when we don't want to know that it's part of the plan, it's part of the plan. This is the build-up, guys. Whether good or bad, this is what you built up. This is what you built. So there's something around this time of assessing and looking at what has built up and knowing that your faith only has to be small as a seed and that you too will overcome no matter what, the circumstance or the situation. The Most High will never leave you, and the Most High is always with you. So I don't know who this message is for, but for someone, this may be for you. So as always, right guys, this is Therapy with Miss T, where we keep it real, raw, and uncut, but I'm not a therapist. I'm intuitive, and I pick up on messages and energy from the Most High. And the Most High said it's the build-up around this time for you. So those with ears will hear and know that if this is their message or not. And if it's not your message, it's totally fine, right? It's energy. So it's past, present, or future, and it's whenever you're drawn to this message, that's when it's meant for you. But it's the build-up, thus saith the Lord, and yeah. That's what I got. That's what I got for you around this time. So until next time, and as always, guys, spiritual products, all things spiritual 444.com. Okay? Negative energy be gone spray, all things spiritual 444.com. Okay? But yeah, guys, until next time, and as always, I appreciate each and every one of you for rocking and rolling with me, Miss T, on another episode, Therapy with Miss T. And yeah, so what we tell them, guys, we tell them namaste.